Hi, everyone. Okay, so this is an intake questionnaire for the Manitoba Human Rights Commission. This intake form was quite the headache to get. I actually had to CC or email the Canadian Human Rights Commission as well just to get this, which shouldn't even be a thing. I mean, you should be able to just request forms and then be sent to you, but that's another story completely. Um, all right. So we're going to go over this quickly. A just talks about me, who I am, and my information. Um, C is who I'm complaining about. Um, D just says describe the protective characteristics on which you believe the discrimination was based. Well, I'm saying disability because CFS and ANCR have alleged that I have a disability, um, and they say that that's why I can't have my children. But if that was the case, then that's also medical discrimination because everybody in Canada has the right to family, and I'm being denied mine based on an alleged medical issue. Okay, so E, areas which discrimination occurred, I put services, facilities, programs. F, types of discrimination. I checked all the boxes because all the boxes applied. Treated differently. I was harassed. I was not accommodated. And I feel that I'm being retaliated against because I disclosed a human rights concern, um, because you or you participated in a human rights complaint process. Well, this channel, that is what this channel is. It's talking about how my rights were violated. This channel has been up since what, February, March? I'm not quite sure when I started it. Anyways, it was started up earlier this year. So they can't say, well, I applied, well, I raised the issue after Anchor is threat after Anchor threatened me, which we'll get into. Um, okay, so data discrimination, April 21st, 2023. If you guys recall, I posted a video on YouTube with a voice recording of the Anchor supervisor, Olga. I'm not quite sure if I pronounced her name right, but where she basically says that CFS Anchor picks and chooses who they're going to investigate and who they don't. That sounds an awful lot like discrimination to me. But let's go on. H, written statement. So we'll get to that in a minute. I is just says, what steps have you taken to address this issue? Well, steps are included in my statement. So we're just going to jump to the statement. Okay, so on April 21st, 2023, I've received a phone call from Anchor, an Anchor supervisor. The conversation was recorded and posted on YouTube. Repeatedly, I've asked Anchor to look into Owen Johnson. Over the last 3 years, I've reported various things to Anchor, and constantly all my concerns have gone unaddressed. Recently, on April 21st, 2023, I spoke with the Anchor supervisor, who indicated that they pick and choose who to investigate and who not to bother with. She indicated that they will not be investigating concerns in regards to my children, Ashley Johnson and Alex Johnson, who presently are being denied access to their mother, me, which is court ordered. Also on YouTube, my 5-year-old daughter, Ashley, stating that she misses me, that she was sick often during winter, and many other things. Anchor and CFS had accused me of having some mental disability to which they say I needed to be supervised when having access to my children, a mental disability that they have no proof of. Recently, my other daughter was in hospital, and Owen Johnson used the Anchor and CFS accusations to keep me away from my oldest daughter, who was over the age of 18 and in a coma. The impact of the Anchor and CFS allegations have affected every aspect of my life. These allegations were proven false when a nurse brought their concern to the College of Social Workers, who asked me for a doctor's note to alleviate any concerns about my mental stability. Of course, I complied with the college, and the doctor indicated that my health is fine and that I'm stable. While all this is going on, I have continued to work as an anti-human trafficking program coordinator with with children, youth, and adults, while being denied access to my own children and information on my own children. I continue to work as a social worker, and I continue to be a registered member of the College of Social Workers. On April 21st, 2023, I reached out to Lauren Hansen and the Child and Family Services General Authority and the Minister of Families, and I still have not received a response from them. I also reached out to Children's Advocacy, who have refused to do anything because there isn't an open CFS file with my children because CFS is refusing to investigate. CFS has raised issues with me recording and have threatened action against me. My recordings are proof that ANCR and CFS agencies knowingly discriminate against certain individuals based on unfounded accusations. Even if they were founded, what they're implying is that people with mental disabilities are not allowed to be parents and to have a say in their children's lives, which is medical discrimination. This is only a very brief summary of what has occurred with ANCR. As a result of the discrimination from ANCR and Winnipeg CFS and the recommendations they made to the justice on October 25th, 2022, that should be 2022, not 2023, I have not been allowed to see my kids since November 5th, again, should be 2022, not 2023. And it has been weeks since I have been allowed to speak with them. All right. That's pretty well it for the intake questionnaire. I'm going to email them and just point out those two little errors, but I wanted to get this up because this is a message to ANCR, CFS, and anybody else who tries to threaten me. I'm not going to take down my channel. That's not happening. I'm not going to delete anything. I strongly feel that the Manitoba family system is failing Canadians. I feel that the Canadian government is failing Canadians by knowingly they know that certain provinces, I can't speak to for all the provinces, but they know that certain provinces like Manitoba Queen of Courts bench to be specific and and it also applies to the appeal, I guess, Court of Appeals too. They know that those two branches of the court system are knowingly refusing Canadians their constitutional rights, and yet the Canadian federal government is turning a blind eye and saying it's not within our jurisdiction. Well, I thought Manitoba was part of Canada, which would make it part of their jurisdiction. But I don't understand the response that they gave in the decision, and we'll go over that a little bit later as well. I've got so much I want to post up here in the next week. I've just been extremely busy. And I do have a few other things up my sleeve in the next little while that we'll be talking about. Anyways, you guys have a good day. I just wanted to get this up here because should there be any sort of threats, anything else coming forward, I want it known that this channel, of course, it exists. It has always been about how my rights were violated, how my children's rights are being violated by them being refused access to their mom. And now there is also a human rights complaint in process. All right. Have a good day, everyone.